squad wipes in one single match. He is the only one I have ever caught doing that. Saka, way back in the day, was the first one I ever caught squad wipe. And not only does Saka squad wipe, he squad wiped a PMSL team. It's just the amount of skill in this lobby is insane. I'm so excited to be able to stream it for you guys tonight. Here we go, match number 2. We're coming in from just west of El Pozo, coming in along the power grid to the north of Picado, over the top of La Petita and right through Impala, dumping off over in those Impala Island areas. So let's go, guys. Let's go. Let's see where everyone is going. And let me scroll on in so we can see what's going on with the flight. All right, we do have almost there. They normally jump off over. Oh, no, it's Urza. I don't see almost there over on this side. Oh, that's right. They go all the way over to Impala. I don't know what I was thinking. We do have Vatic coming in with the Fearless 4 and YKG. YKG's not that far away from all of this as well. The Chosen right over here with Death of Angel and also Rain Esports. The Wolves taking over Monte Nuevo. Nobody contesting Monte Nuevo tonight. We got Fire Force headed down towards that Chumacera area. 2 teams headed over the top of Picado. Neither team going to Picado. That was Parasite right there along with 9 Ziegler Bot. Ooh, they drifted. Let's check in on what is happening over here because Claus is fine. No one anywhere near that Impala Island. But look at that. Parasite, Para-6-4. You better be ready. The big bad wolf is there. Alright, so now Urza in a fight over there in the Hacienda del Patron. So let's head on over there. Our first zone does pop. We're going down to that southeast side. So now let's get over to where am I? Let's get on over to the Hacienda del Patron. I see a fight happening over here. We do have an elimination, but I only see upgrades over here. Zeexy, where did you guys go? Oh, Zeeks, run, Zeeks, run, Zeeks, run. All right, so now, guys, let's see what else is going on. We got a couple of teams down here in Manos Generalis. As soon as I can find out where these fights are going off, we will be clicking on over. We have YKG right up over here. Let me get some. Let's try 24K because he's usually on a rooftop. He can usually spot him out. Does he have a Winchester this time? No, he's got a UMP and a 686. Usually he has a Winchester when he's up on these roofs. Let's get on over here and find out what is happening between Death of Angels and the Chosen. So now we do have the fights right over here to that northwest edge of San Martin. And so one of them is already knocked and I didn't quite see who it was. Who is it that's down there? Hawa! No! Alright, so Hawa, you got a mess. So we're gonna stay with Hawa for just a minute. Give some screen time love to the Hawa. Alright, so it does look like Myth is going to get away from Death of Angels. Look at this. They see him. They see him. Go, Myth. Oh, right when I said he was going to get away from all of that. So now we've got this guy. Oh, it does look like it's down to just Jay up here for the Chosen. He's trying to get those shots right on down. He does find Death of Angels, but he is not alone now because I think that is Rain up on the top of the mountain. So now Jay trying to get out of there. Jay is a solo between Death of Angel and Rain Esports up on the upper side. And how is it going? What you doing? You got Valak coming up and around. You got all of YKGs trying to squeeze in on top of you. Alright, let's go. Let's see what else is happening on this map. And here is where Jay is. We got Olive Rain right up on top of this, right on top of Death of Angels. But let's go ahead and scroll on out. I don't really see any other fights, so let me go ahead and switch on down here and give you guys the map screen. There you go. Give you guys an idea of what's happening and why we keep an eye on this. Since this is long distance, we do have the 7 deadly sins in a fight. Where is the 7 deadly sins though? Where did you guys go? Oh, I see you right on over here in the... Yes, it is. All right, so 7 deadly sins right over here with Almost There and Team Fate. Walmart is the last one still standing. Who is getting you? You've got Kiddu over here, Gunda, and SA. Hello, everyone, and happy Thursday night. Let's go. One day to the weekend, but even better. The Unholy Thursday night cash scrims, and once again, we are packed with so many PMSL, PMGO. Woo, we've got some sweaties. We have beautiful teams for you tonight. Make sure you hit that like, guys. Let's get out into the algorithm so that we can show off these skills. But let me get through these lists before they start with Otis. In slot 3, we've got Alpha 4 Legends. Slot 4, Voltar Esports. Slot 5 will be the Wolves Esports. Slot 6, Rain. There they are. Slot 7, the 7 Deadly Sins. Slot 8, Galactic Lord. Slot 9, Almost There. Slot 10, Team Entity. Slot 11, Rich Esports. Slot 12, Vatic. Let's go. It's getting hotter in here. 13, Team Scourge. What are you doing, Fear? What are you doing in that slot? 14, Fate Esports. 15, 9Z Glabant. Ooh, welcome Remix, Cole, Erangel, and the Boss. 16, Vespera. 17, Thunder Beast. 18, J Nepal. 19, Upgrade. 20, Death of Angel. 21, we've got Silent Esports. 22, Straight Outta Nepal. And 23, Region 8 Gaming. I'd like to shout out once again to the Unholy Discord server, the gorgeous LGOP, and the amazing staff over at the Unholy Discord for sponsoring tonight's UC giveaway. All you have to do is write GONG in the chat. Take a screenshot. I do have it pinned up at the top. Take a screenshot. Get it over to the Unholy Discord server. Get your name on tonight's Wheel of Names. Oops. Oops. So guys, I am in a tornado watch with thunderstorms. So if I go dark, I will try to get the stream back up and running ASAP. But as we are headed into tonight's first match. Hello, Milos. Hello, King Amoeba. Hello, everyone. I should sleep now. It's 4:30 a.m. Sweet dreams, Amoeba. Yo, Amoeba. Okay, sweet dreams, Amoeba. Bye-bye. Milos. Hello. Alright, so who should we jump with? We have so many incredible teams in here tonight. Let me just scroll on down, and we're gonna stop right here. And let's jump with Havoc. Whoa, there we go. Havoc! Hello, Havoc, if you're out there in my chat. Hello, we are jumping with you. Havoc, no, whoa, I'll go. Alright, guys, so we are all set. We are ready to go. Let us go. We got 16 seconds before tonight's first flight. What are you doing, Havoc? Havoc creating havoc in the alien suit. I like it. I like it a lot. Alright, let's go. So tonight's very first flight path, we're coming in from that southeast side of the Sosnovka military base, going across the base, across the West Bridge gas station, over towards that Gacka Fields area, and out the California coastline, just to the west of the hospital area, South George. So there we go, guys. Here we go. Let's get ready. Alright, let's see what's happening. I see people jumping already down on that military base island. I'm sorry, my allergies are going nuts, so I'm going to try not to snuffle in your ear too much. Looks like 9Z headed over towards that Novocray area. We got several headed along that East Bridge area. I'm not sure where all these teams are going to be going, but we got the weather front coming in. Looks like we've got the Galactic Lords headed up and over towards the south side of the East Bridge. Burnt Penguin, yes, we will check in on your boys. They're over here by the farm, and I don't see a lot. I do see the wolves over here by them, and it does look like Pachinki has upgrade going over with the Thunder Beast. So we're gonna have an early fight in Pachinki, but right now I do see that we're gonna probably fight over the cars by that Milta gas station, Milta compound area. So as soon as our first zone pops, we'll start getting into some of these fights. But now Havoc, whoa, having some issues finding a gun. So let's see if he can find the gun. There it is. So we are split between the mainland and that military base island. We will go ahead and wait until zone 2 to really decide if we're gonna end up over on the military base or not. I'm gonna go do some side-by-sides for right now. I'm gonna stay with Havoc until looks like Kindness already found somebody. Kindness, oh, my heart, be still my heart. Oh, the days of Nova Esports, the NHP. Alright, so it does look like we're fine over here now. I do see that Alpha 4 Legend is not too far away. I'm going to go ahead. Burnt Penguin, who's the dork? Who's the dork? The dork already has one, and I think they're right over here next to... Oh, you got Nox right on over there. So Jay Nepal, Spidey! Spidey in a fight with the Galactic Lords. I see all this chaos going on. Let me find where Spidey is landed. I think he's playing with Jay Nepal. And, oh, Claus. Claus is already up here. He's in a fight with, I think that was, I missed who they just were, who was just there with him. I did miss that, guys. So let's see what's going on. Spidey, where are you? I'm trying to find... As you can see on the map, we got a lot of people over on this western edge. It looks like Golden Eagles NA problem has been knocked. They're gonna try to get on over there, and it does look like Remix Phoenix might have found an elimination as well. So let's see. Where is all this going on? We're going to go ahead and go over to the hospital because I do see 2 teams over here as well. Fate Bro is Pro right over here with the 7 Deadly Sins and Team 20, which are the Death of Angels. So kindness, 4 eliminations and just like that, upgrade NA coming out of Pachinki with 7 eliminations. While I'm trying to find the other fights, they are just wiping anybody and anything in Pachinki. There is no one left in Pachinki. Kindness getting 4 of those eliminations, 6 getting 2 of them, and Havoc, whoa, no goal, up to 1 elimination there. So let me go ahead and let's go ahead and put this map screen up there now that things are a little settled. And I'll go ahead and scroll that in just a little bit so that you guys get a better idea of where your teams are. But it does look like, Burnt Penguin, your teams are starting to move on out. And we do have another fight somewhere that I just missed. Let me see if I can figure it out. Does look like Death of Angels are coming up over here on Team 14. Fate Esports. So let's see what's happening over here. Look at this right in front of them. And now we do have 2 of them that are knocked. Let's see. We'll stick with Zinc for just a second. Find out what's happening here. As he's going to go ahead and try to get his teammates picked back up. But Bro is Pro is over here in an active fight. He's trying to get those shots with that DBS. And there goes Johnny. We still have Team 20. We still have 3 of Death of Angel right up in that squad house area. So now look at this. Bro is Pro. Keeping an eye out that window. So let's see if he can. Looks like Johnny might be able to crawl back. But Johnny's down to about 5 HP. And there he goes. There goes Johnny. Team Fate up to 5 eliminations already. Hello, Mohammed. Big hearts to you, Mohammed. Alright, let's go. And Dork. Oh no. So now let's go on over. We'll do the split scene, guys, because it does look like we're getting found over here by the Wolves on Alpha 4 Legend. Burnt Penguin, your team is down to a duo. We still have ICT and Alpha 4 Legend. ICT is driving up. Oh, ICT, that is not a place to park. Oh, right there, right into necessary. So now it is just down. If I can switch over, there we go. Alpha 4 Legend AFL is the last one still standing. He does have all of the Wolves out and around him. And over here, we still have this fight that is now in the blue. So we do have a pretty... Oh, there they go. They are pushing right up and in. Let's head on over here and see what is happening. We do have... Let's check in on Zinc. Find out what's happening with Zinc. Oh, I'm sorry, Zinc. And so now this 2-man push is down to just the duo over here. And look at this. Woohoo! What a shot from the top. And now it does look like he's trying to see his last one still standing, guys. It is a 1v1 over here. And look at this. They're coming out and around. Muaz trying to get those shots with the pump shotty right up and through, and it does look like they're gonna go ahead and try to get the resets going on. But I think the IGL told them push, and they are right up those stairs. If you got any throwables, use them on that landing. Come on, let's go. We do have almost there in a fight with Vespera. Oh, he gets one. Look at that. What a clutch play. Jeez. Alright, so now let's get on over here and find out what's happening. We'll go ahead and put up the map screen because our zone did pop and we are headed onto the mainland, so we don't have to worry about Milta and Sosnovka military base anymore. We are going from Razak over around Pachinki and Milta area. So We do have a bit of that northern shore of military base, but not enough to pull over to the base itself. So let's see. It looks like straight on Nepal, just on this edge. We got the anchor already in zone. Maybe almost there right over here with Rich Esports, and we've already seen that Rich Esports is doing some work. So let's see what's going on with them. Almost there, is up to 5 eliminations. These boys are ready. They be ready. We still have some teams out in the blue too. We still have Vatic up in that North George area. And we have Team Fate, which I called out just a second ago. It's over in the hospital. Excuse my allergy brain. You guys know I screw it up anyway. It wouldn't matter if I had meds. Big hearts for you. Alright, let's see what's going on. They've already gone ahead and passed right on by. Golden Eagle, or he's playing for upgrade. The problem right on over here was 66666. Alright guys, let's see what else can I show you. Well, let's go ahead and put that map screen up there. We still have time. So 9Z Glabar. Ooh, we might be finding some fights over here. Let's see what happens when 9Z runs right into straight out in Nepal. The boss coming up towards the Murder House Farm area. And he does have straight on Nepal coming right up and in on him. So let's see what happens as they all are just moving right on over here. We do have Small Man and Spence not too far away. They can hear the rotations. They're right next to them. You saw the rotations up the hill just to the west of where they're calling. Where they're calling at home for a moment. Hello, Cole King. Cole God, Cole Goat. He's got a little bit of everything in his name, guys. So 9Z LeBlanc, they're just already there. Let me check in on Remixes. He is out here just getting some information. Driving on up and in, just checking everything out. And, oh. I'm not sure what that's about. He does have Rain Wolf right up in there. So let's see what Wolf is doing over here. Looks like Wolf is all the way up at the top of Potato Hill. They're just sitting on Potato Hill watching for rotations. And they are center zone, so they're going to have to watch for all those rotations. Region 8 going through Razak, clearing their way. We do have Vatic coming in over by the ruins. We still have the Golden Eagles problem over in Gakka, and I'm not sure what he's doing over there since the rest of Upgrade are right here in this North Pachinki side. We've got almost there, taking over the golf course, and I'm not sure if they're just collecting as much information as they can, but you can see that they're on a pretty big split there. They are all the way. We got Wiz all the way on the cliffs, or on the ridges over by the boatyard. So they're just getting a lot of information now. But he's gonna run right into Claus pretty soon, and I'm sure Claus. Yep, there's Claus right there. Claus is watching him closely. We already know that. We already know it. So we'll stick with Claus. Our zone is getting ready to pop, and when it does, we'll go ahead and switch that map screen back over. We still have Alpha 4 Legend in it. Burnt Penguin, we're doing just fine. Claw's trying to get those shots, but I do see another team up on that ridgeline, and I believe that's Upgrade. Upgrade is also coming over here listening to all that going on over in the in the golf course area. So let me go ahead and put that up there, because you can see that we've got just a few seconds until our zone pops again. You can see that our most active areas over here in this northwest side of the zone. So guys, while we have it, ooh, we still have a lot of that river in play, and just a little bit of that northern shore of the Sosnovka military base. Now, we still don't have enough room on that base, so nobody should be going over there. We should know by now that that's not enough mass to pull south, but we are centering up around that 12-pack area, so Claus is listening to upgrade right on over here. Ran right on through the middle of upgrade. Havoc! Oh, Blaze be blazing. He just came right on through, and I think that was some seat swaps if I saw it just out of the corner of my eye. So let's go ahead and scroll this on down just a little bit. There you go. I will switch over just for a second so that we can see where our teams are going. We know that there's nobody to the south side of the river, so I have more space in that northern side for you guys to watch the rotations, because you can see a lot of these teams are coming in, and they're going to be coming in on that northwest side right on top of each other, just on the other side of the Pochinki Church. Ooh, that was a mouthful. Alright, so we do have teams wrapping up and around. It is Team Entity. I believe they'll come up to the top of the hill and try to get some of those shots down onto the slaughterhouse. So that is where Vatic is. And now we have the Wolves also in a fight. The Wolves once again terrorizing. Oh, it looks like they got one of them from Vault there. So let's see what's going on. And unnecessary, we click down to you, but we do have 9Z Glabant not too far away as well, so this could get really crazy. So we did lose 2 of them. We lost Meat and Mafia. Alpha 4 Legend, they're looking for you, and Vatic finding Sadra. Right on over here. Let's get on over to this fight. It's Team Entity. Claus. No, Claus, no. So now let's see what Blaze is going to do. XP3. XP3. Tie your side down. The car works better. Let's go, Vatic. Yes, we are on Vatic, Morrow. Right when you said that. And there goes Sadra from Team Entity. So Team Entity now just a duo at the top of D Hill. So let's see what's going on. XP3 can hear Ace OP. He came right out in the round trying to dodge that nade down to about half health, and he's still trying to get the shots over and on to XP3, but XP3 using that S12, and it looks like we're gonna go ahead and move on out just as upgrade is coming in. If you look at that mini map, you can see that upgrade moved into the slaughterhouse when Vatic moved out. So now let me go ahead and put that map screen back up because our zone's getting ready to pop one more time. I'll go ahead and zoom it on in just a little bit more. And we're going to the field of Pochinki, so looks like we're gonna go over towards that lighthouse ridge line. And oh, XP3! No! So now we're just down to Claus. Claus is the last one that's still standing, and I think Kindness is also the last one still standing for upgrade. Kindness was able to get that heal off. Claus is fully boosted. He's gonna try to get his teammate picked back up. Salty just bleeding out, but Salty is down to about 2 HP. Kindness right on that other side. Claus trying to clear that ridge line. He knows that Kindness is right on the back side of that. But Kindness is going to go down and try to pick his teammate up. Claus coming right up and around. Claus is not going to let that happen. Claus versus Kindness, and there it is. Claus finishing off upgrade, but now he's got to get over into zone. He doesn't have that far to go, so we're going to be doing just fine for Claus. He's going to be able to get some of that loot. We do have another fight going on right on over here with Region 8 Gaming. Region 8, it looks like Home Depot is the last one still standing right over here in a fight with, I see two teams. I see Almost There and 9Z If you look in your mini map up in the upper right, 9Z is coming up on that eastern edge of Potato Hill. So now we're going to have not only Region 8 over here, but 9Z. So now let's go ahead and scroll on in just a little bit more so you can see. We still have 10 teams in this, and Home Depot trying to get some of that loot. And we do have 9Z all right up in here. So maybe Home Depot can get on past, but I think that was Remix that just went driving by. Let's go. No, it was the boss. I see now. So I think he's going to go ahead and get the zone. He's going to do just fine. Guys, make sure you hit that like. Let's get these sweaty teams out into that YouTube algorithm. And I think Home Depot is headed that wrong direction because he does have Vatic Claws up on A Hill. Look at this. Vatic Claws is right on that edge of the zone. And so now we only have about 2 seconds, so I'm going to go ahead and put this on the map screen, show you that we are still headed over towards the lighthouse, towards that tower area. So now let's go ahead and get on in there. You can see that we do have, not too far away from 9Z, we do have Voltaire coming right up and in. So in the wolves over here. Oh, this could be the fight. We do have 9Z right to the north of the wolves, and just to the south we got Straight Out in the Bog coming right up and in. All these teams are out on that outside zone. They've got to come on in. Looks like, ooh, Straight Out in the Paw. What did you do over here? It looks like Alpha 4 Legend. Let me get it. There they go. Looks like somebody pushed up Burnt Penguin, and I do think it was Straight Out in the Paw. Baton coming right up and in, and Baton going down. No, so now we are down to just Knox over here playing for the Wolves. Alright, let's see what's going on over here. Remix coming up on this lighthouse ridge right above Rich Esports. Rich Esports coming in not too far away from where Vatic Claus was, and I'm not sure where Vatic disappeared, but let's see what else is happening. I do think that most of them have pulled away from each other. We do have a couple of sweeps. Let's see what's going on with Kunjan. It looks like he's way over on that edge, but where Rich Esports are going to come in are right on top of 9Z. So we do have one on each side, but you can see his Remix comes right up and in onto the Lighthouse Ridge. We're getting into that dip, and here comes Kunjan right behind him. And we also have Knox coming up on that backside. But let's go ahead and see what happens between this fight. Remix is coming. They came right up and in. Erangel is the last one still standing. But they did clear out that push, and now Voltaire is trying to get those shots right on through that window. Let me see what's going on. There is your new zone. We pulled the zone to the north, so we're going up towards right here where Erangel is. So Erangel, 9Z all back up to 3-man. We did lose Remix, so now let's see what teams we still have in here. We've got Alpha 4 Legend, Burnt Penguin. We still have Alpha 4 Legend in here. We have Voltaire in here. We got the Wolves, Fate Esports, 9Z and Straight Outta Nepal, and only Knox and 9Z are in zone. So let's go. Knox trying to get those shots over onto Erangel. So now let's see what's happening right on over here. Let's switch on over to the other side. We're straight on. The ball is also trying to come right up and in. That was really loud. That was really loud in my ears. All three of these cars, I think, blew up at the same time and blew my eardrums. Alright, so now it does look like straight on the ball spent. Still trying to get some of those angles. Let's see what else is going on with some of them. The small man and Wolf, and he's not too far away from Knox. So Knox, yeah, that's what I was afraid of, coming right up and in. So now straight on the ball, down to just small man. Small man trying to get those shots across onto Voltars. Voltars trying to come up and across that street. And look at the, oh, he gets found. And so now Turtle, what are you gonna do? Turtle is just on the edge of zone. He does have one more. No, he has no more smokes. He's got a molly and a nade, but look at this. He might be able to get in behind some of this hard cover. And let's see, I got him on the same screen. Let's go ahead and put on somebody else. There we go. I'm just clicking on through until it clicks over LGOB. And so now we've got Knox in zone, we've got Turtle in zone, and we have a trio from 9Z Globot. So let's go. We got Erangel, Coal King coming right up and in with those nades over onto Knox. Knox right on down there on his belly, the snake that he is. And there he goes. Turtle coming right up and in. So now let's go with Coal King coming right up and in onto Turtle. Turtle is the last one still standing. He is a solo Voltar just right here with all of them. And here they come. Here comes the push. Erangel coming right up and around that jump shot. The jump shot. There it is. 9Z Globot coming in first with 9 eliminations, coming in second. Voltar with 1 elimination, and the Wolves Esports coming in third with 5 eliminations. GG top 3. Here are the rest of your scores: 4 through 6, 7 through 9, 10 through 12, 13 through 15, 16 through 18, and there we go, 19 through 21. It's really sticky. Going all out, upgrade kindness, be still my heart. 6 eliminations, 692 damage. We'll be jumping with upgrade kindness when we come right back. We'll have some live scores. Don't forget to get your screenshot of Gong in the chat. Get it over to the Unholy Discord server and get your name on tonight's Wheel of Names. Be right back. Mop there, right over on top of you. Let's try to get some more side-by-sides because we do have a lot more fights still going on. We still have the fight over here between the Death Angels, and look at this. Rain Esports is coming up and around. They are getting into position to sandwich, so let's see what's going to happen right on over here. As Zanti and Rams are coming up on, they're getting ready to sandwich from the top. Look at that over on the other side. Walmart, I am worried about you. He's getting that nade right on out as here comes the 7 deadly sins coming right up and in on him. You can see Kiddo right on that other side. Here comes another truck. Coming right up and in is the SA Mop. Walmart trying to throw that nade, and here they all come. 4 different directions. Oh, Walmart, I'm so sorry. You were just sandwiched in on that. And oh, 24K. 24K. What happened over here? Howa, you are going to go out to the zone. Oh no, Howa and Rajiv. And so now, where is the rest of YKG? Yeah, they already had to go ahead and move on out. Let's see what's happening with Thunder Beast. Thunder Beast right over here, but almost there. So now, oh, he's going to come right up and in onto the door. Right around the edge. So now, let me go ahead and put this map back up there. Give you guys an idea where your teams are at the moment, because we still have 17 teams in this. No! Mafia, I'm sorry. Alright, so I don't think we're going to be able to get Mafia picked back up. We're over here by the parting of the Red Sea, but he does have the 7 deadly sins coming right on out of that, of the Minus Generalis. But we've also got almost there over here. We got the Thunder Beast. We got the 7 deadly sins. Antho, are you the only one left? Where is Nehan? Oh, he's trying to hold him off from coming right up and in. Don't forget to like and subscribe, please. Thank you, LEGOP. So now, Antho's throwing those nades down, trying to keep him from coming right up and in. Throwing the molly on the stairs, giving himself an extra couple of minutes. Throwing another molly right on outside that door. And look at that. We've got almost there, coming right up and in. Trying to get into this third party. Antho's just trying to keep his door clean. But look at this. He's got the 7 deadly sins right down below him. And almost there, coming up and around. So that we are about ready to get a third party. And you can see Thule is trying to get those shots across onto Kidu. If you look up in that upper right hand corner, Antho is able to hold off the push by one of them, but not both of them. So now, where are we? Nehan is also in trouble. Nehan is getting swarmed by Parasite. Parasite is all right out on this other side. And if you look up in your upper right-hand corner of the mini-map, you can see that almost there is onto the northwest. So these two were in different compounds. They were not that far away, but both of them getting into separate fights with full 4-man teams and getting third-partied by almost there. Nehan up to 1-0. He had 2 of them knocked. I thought we were going to catch Nehan in yet another 1v4. It would have not been the first time. Thule has been knocked, but we should be able to pick him back up. And Wiz is well aware where... Oh, but here comes the big bad wolf. Straight out of Nepal, coming right up in from the south of almost there. Wiz taking those shots right on over. He knows they are often in the same scrims. They know that they have similar rotations, so Wiz is well aware to watch his back, and I love seeing it, guys. Love seeing it. Upgrade up here in a fight. So let's get some side by side action over here. We got 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. Yeah, stuck. We are over here in a fight with, who are you in a fight with? Region 8 Gaming and YKG. We lost Fear. Oh, look at that seat just hopping right up and in. That was Yushen. Yushen had that thumb out. We've got Havoc coming up and around on the other side. Let me go ahead and switch on over to yet another fight, because I just saw another fight somewhere. I might be over already, so I might just go ahead. And it looks like they are all spreading out over towards that top side. So let's see. Thule is switched on over. So let me see what's going on. 11, what are you doing? You are coming right up and through the outside. And so we're going to have a fight now between Almost There and Parasite. They took over these grays, and it looks like Parasite wants the grays right here. And Almost There says, nah, this is our home. We are here. So what happened, Saka? Saka. Going out to Urza. Who got you over here? Was it my mutant grape? Alright, now let's see what's going on towards the southern side. Looks like we've got 9 Ziegler-Bot. They're coming right up and in behind Home Depot, or Region 8 Gaming and the Fire Force. So let's go ahead and catch up with that. Let me go ahead and put this map right up here. We're getting ready to click over to our next zone. So let me get that map screen up there so you guys can see what's going to happen, where your teams are coming on in. I'll switch over. I thought we had a few little less time, so let me go ahead and get these fights right on back up in here. Ooh, 11! 11 getting pushed up and in now by the Fearless Four. The Fearless Four coming right up the hill in a fight with Parasite, with Straight Out Nepal to their east. And Hawa, you are headed straight out of Nepal. Oh, the Wolfie is up. Hawa, you are solo. Right on over here. Do you know that? You've got the demon coming. Hello everyone and welcome back. They gave the 1 minute warning. Are you guys ready to see these scores coming in first? 9 Z Glabant, 19 total points, 1 winner chicken dinner, and then upgraded 11 Wolves, Fate Esports, almost there, all of them at 10 each. So these points are really close, but as you guys already know, this is only match 1 of the Unholy Thursday Night Gas Scrims. We still have Miramar. Then we go into the shuffleboard match of Rondo and come out to that super sweaty Erangel where we barely ever get through Zone 5. This time we're going to be jumping with Upgrade, Kindness. Oh, my heart. 6 eliminations, 692 damage. Let's find him. Upgrade Kindness on your screen momentarily. Where are you? Upgrade. There you are. And Kindness on your screen. Watching the cars drive. Alright, and there you go. Alright, we are set up. We have 30 seconds to go. I hope you had enough time to get your shout out gong. Oh, the inside joke there. Anyway, get your gong over to the Unholy Discord server and get your name on tonight's wheel of names. Ooh, there he goes. Anybody else absolutely love this alien suit? Oh my gosh, I've had so much fun with it. Alright, let's get that map screen up there, and here we go. We're coming in from Prison Island by the minus elsewhere, going up and over minus the Valle Jumisera Picado, over the top of the graveyard between Cruz de Valle Al-Azhar, and dumping off any chicky nuggies right up there in Camp Militar. So we'll have to see what's going on. We are jumping with Upgrade Kindness. Alright, that was a whole lot of mouthful. Alright, let's see what is going on down here at the start. Looks like 9 Glabant going on over to Bartona. We do have Vatic headed over towards that western edge. So they're looking for vehicles to head on up to El Pozo. We've got, it looks like Rich Esports taking over Chumacera. We do have quite the cluster, though, that's going over to Monte Nuevo. So we're going to have a couple of... We've got 3 teams. J. Nepal. I see, who is this? Team 20, Death of Angels with Wolves. Death of Angels with Wolves. They're both the purple teams right here. Might not be able to see them on your phone, but there you go. We got a purple and a lavender. Alright, so it does look like Upgrade is coming in with Vespera right over here into the Hacienda del Patron. And our flight path is just about ready to end, and we should get zone number 1, and I'll try to get as many of these fights as possible, but at the moment, zone 1 has not popped. There it is, northwest edge. So now, let's get it over here, find out what's happening. Let me go ahead and find another fight, because the Wolves right on over here, the Wolves do have 3 teams, so let's get tricks on the screen for you. We'll see what's going to happen with the Wolves over there. And, oh, Kindness came right out into their Tommy gun. So now there goes Kindness. And let's see what the Problem is doing over here. Upgrade, Problem, trying to get some of those shots right on down. Look at that, right there, right in front of them. So, Gong at ×2 next week. LEG. Gong, 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 gong. The Problem coming in with 3 eliminations over here in the Hacienda del Patron. We did lose Kindness, but it is now cleared out. So now let's go ahead and find another fight. It looks like we might have some issues over here for Team 13. Team Scourge on right here in a fight with almost there. He's down to 1 HP. Does win that one with whiz through the windows, through the door. So now, get my LEG. Alright, so Ang's gonna go ahead and get on out of there. So let's see what else is happening. Alpha 4 Legend over at that truck stop. Burnt Penguin, we're doing just fine on over there. So all 4 of them from the Wolves are doing just fine, but they do have Jade Nepal. Let me give some Spidey on the screen. Shout out to Spidey for always being here. Alright, let's get on over here because I see them coming right up and in. Jamming by for the Galactic Lords. Ooh, coming right up and through. And that is Voltar. So now let's see what's happening. Turtle one more time right there behind the rock. Using that rock right in front of him to make sure that he does not, he uses the turtle as, or the rocks as his shell. So he kept his head down and he's still in it. Now it looks like Problem coming right up and in on Voltar. So now I see, oh, there they are in the upper right hand corner. Let me go ahead and show you that really quick. Upper right hand corner. They came out of Hacienda del Patron and came up right behind them. So Brutal going down over on this edge. And they also found, and I think that was the turtle that they also found over on the other side. So now let me check in on Problem, because Problem one more time coming right up and in onto this third party. He does have Voltar Esports right in front of him, and it looks like they're trying to find him in this water treatment. Ooh, the Problem knows. The Problem knows he's not alone. Look at him trying to get right up and in. Oh! Oh, and he gets taken right on down. So now it's just up to 6. 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. Right there. Oh, and there it goes. 6 up to 4 eliminations. So now Upgrade up to 8 eliminations. Let's go ahead and find some more fights, guys. Team Entity also starting to come up and along this way. They are smelling it. They know that the blood is in the water. These big old sharks. Let me see. I think now's a good time to go ahead and put the map screen back up. And while you guys check in on your teams, I'm going to go ahead and switch over to the next fight, or where I think the next fight may be, because we do have We do have Jay Nepal still over here with the Wolves down in Monte Nuevo. Let me get some baton. Let me see the baton right on over here. So there you go. You can see that we did have a team way up in Camp Militar. So they're going to have to come in and across. We've got Thunder Beast all the way down in that southern edge of Los Leon. They're going to have to come right up and in. And look at that, Jay Nepal trying to come right up and in on a necessary across the way. Looks like they did the split play. They did a 2-2 to try to get some of these shots up on the tankers of Monte Nuevo. So now it does look like we've got necessary Antrix coming in from the south side. right up and through the middle of everything, and we do have Jay Nepal moving right on down and into Monte Nuevo. So let's go. Let's get into the match, guys. Let me go ahead and scroll that in just a little better. And where is the next fight? I do see that they are back up here. Oh, they just got taken out. Team Entity came up over here by the water treatment. I am sorry, guys, that I missed your fight, but they came up and finished off upgrades. So there they go. And now Vatic is also in a fight. Let's see where Vatic is in that fight. Let's get on over to the other side. And we're going to get some salty on the screen. Sweet and a salty. I'm not sure who's sweet. Gong says AJ. Hello, AJ. Thank you again for the support, not only here on YouTube, but in TikTok. I appreciate you, AJ. Alright, here comes the push right up and in onto Jay Nepal. Necessary, finding him right on through that window. And where is Baton? Baton, I think it's going to be able to get necessary. Pick back up. We do wipe Jay Nepal right here. So the Wolves coming out, all four of them with 4 eliminations. But now they're in the blue and they're going to have to go ahead and move. But they don't have that far to move. So let's get on over here and find out what is going on with Silent Esports. It does look like Team 9 just went flying right on past them. That is almost there. And they are almost gone out of there. Alright. So let's see what else I can show you. Let's go ahead and put that map screen back up. It's a little quiet at the moment. You can see that we're still going up to that northern side, but we're pulling down a little bit. We've got a donut zone going from La Cabarilla, Cruz de Valle, down to that north side of Picado into those mountaintops. So now Team Entity now over here in another fight. So let's see what's happening over here. Has been I like the name. Alright, so we might be able to get him picked back up, and let's see what's happening. Oh no, SOP does get knocked. Let's get on over to the other team, find out what's happening. I think that is it for the other team as well. But I thought, yeah, we do have another team over here. We still have Sam OP trying to get some of this loot as Alpha 4 Legends are coming right up and in. There he goes, trying to get those shots. And Alpha 4 Legend KZ coming right up and in. But Alpha 4 Legend down to just a duo Burnt Penguin. We do have KZ right here with 2 eliminations. The Dork! Ooh, the Dork getting Entity SOP sprayed right on out. Oh, right through the window, and he finds Nexus. But there he goes, and now KZ for Alpha 4 Legend, the last one still standing. And now Entity, I think is down to just a solo as he's trying to get right on through, and there goes Team Entity going out to Alpha 4 Legend, but Burnt Penguin your team up to 7 eliminations down to a solo. And look at this straight out in the paw. Our circling, you can see that we've already got Spence in the front. And a Wolf coming right up and in. So we'll stay here for you, Burnt Penguin. I appreciate your support day after day. Vatic in another fight. Let's see what's going on with Vatic over here. I think it was Saltier Blaze that just got a knock there right up on these hills. So let's see what kind of... We're on the top of Mount Kilimanjaro. Casey! Oh, did you see that? They came right up and in on him. But I think they're going to be straight on the paw. They're going to be able to get him picked back up. Right across the way is Region 8 Gaming. So now Rich Esports also in a fight. Rich Esports in a fight with the Thunder Beast. Let's see if I can get in onto this fight right on over here on the right side of your screen, because on the left side of your screen, Region 8 Gaming are now starting to circle around. Let me switch on over to show you that mini map. They're doing a 1-3 split right on the longhouse here. So they're getting into that position to cover each other, those angles, and try to take the fight. I think they are a 3v4 fight at the moment. I only see Nika, Solitude, and Cloudy on the map. So Cloudy getting up on top. Hello, Rad Sad. Hello. Make sure you get your gong in the chat, get the screenshot, and get it over to the Unholy. So Rad Sad, you can try to get some UC. Alright, so let's see what's happening right on over here. Let me check out Neon taking down and out. Looks like we got Mafia picked back up. The Hitman getting that heal off. And we do have Rich Esports and Vatic. They are all right over here. XP3 should have some eyes. And we also, what did I just see? Yes, 9Z Glabant. 9Z Glabant is also over onto this side. Spence getting found over here by Nika. Let's switch on over to Region 8 Gaming. And Cloudy right up on top of this barn. We're straight out in the Nepal is down below. And we know that Spence is out there knocked. Oh, Mafia came right up and in, and did that say remix? I missed who that was that got the knock over onto him, and I'm trying to get over to Antho. Antho trying to hold off the push by who is coming up onto you over here. Is that Rich Esports? Antho, no! Antho going down and out over here to Rich Esports. The bubble lava goes out to Vatic XP3 in those Mount Kilimanjaro grays. So now we still have the fight between Region 8 over here and straight out of Nepal. I only see a duo 4 straight out of Nepal. Let me see what I can show you. I think I can switch on over to the map screen, guys, and give you guys an idea where your teams might be. I think maybe I can even, nope, I can't quite get everybody in there. So let's go ahead and do this so that you guys can see where your teams are. We're down to the top 11 teams. And so Cloudy clearing those windows. He is not taking anything for granted. This is straight out of Nepal. Straight out of Nepal. Making sure that they got their angles covered as well. But these two teams are fighting way up north of the Hacienda del Patron. They will have to move on in. Cloudy not really liking the floor is lava. Alright, guys. Let's see. What else can I show you? At the moment, the Wolves and 9Z Glabant, they're not too far apart. So let's go ahead and find out what the Wolves and 9Z are going to be doing over on this side. And what is, I don't know those tags. 9Z, ooh, 9Z. Remix, was that you that got that knockover onto the Wolves? And I think that's what I read. One of them from the Wolves was knocked by Remix. I don't know how I switched on over again. I keep switching, but for whatever reason, it is not staying. Alright, so I'm just having some issues, guys. But Region 8, trying to get those... Trying to get that, that nade. Oh, what a nade by Salty. And now here comes the push into the small man. All of them just coming right up and in. All 4 of them from Region 8 game in the small man. Pre-nading does get Solitude with that. Has that S12. But he is getting pushed back by that Molly. And now he's coming out and around. With all of Region 8 on that backside. Here comes another nade. Right up and in. Right through the window by Home Depot. We did lose Solitude. But we should be able to get Nika picked back up and back into the match. And our zone does pop again. We're just going over to that western side of San Martin. So now let's see, where should we go next? I'm going to go ahead and put that map screen back up there. Give you guys an idea where we're coming on in. You can see that I can't scroll in much more because we do have some zone sweepers. And let's check in on what Aang is doing over here. Aang is a solo with Silent Esports, Ampador Nicroid. Do you know that you have a solo right down below you, Ampador? Right below you, and look over at San Martin. We do have some chaos going on. Let's see what's happening right on this edge of our Cell Tower Hill, and here they come. Right up and in on the death of Angel. Look at that. Shabib getting Rain, Shadow. And now Rain. Rain is down to just a duo. Rain down to Wolf. Wolf right on across the way. And Zanty. Zanty is now the last one still standing for Rain Esports. He should be able to get Shadow picked back up. But we do have that push up the hill. From the Death of Angels. Looking in the mini map, you can see that we got the Galactic Lords and Region 8 gaming there, all coming right up and in. So now Rain does have to hurry and get everybody picked back up in a hurry. So now let's see. I'm just kind of Shahib. Oh, he is the solo. What a nade. Right on top of us, right when we switched on over by Home Depot. Let me go ahead and scroll on in just a little more. We still have all the chaos going on up on top of that hill. So now, Rain again getting pushed up and in by Region 8 Gaming. Region 8 Gaming coming on in right behind him. So now let's get back into this match and find out what else we can see. It looks like everybody is on the outside of the zone. We really don't have anybody inside the zone at the moment. All these sweaties doing the zone sweeps at the moment. Look at that. Woo, the chaos. And now Region 8 are down a player. Let's get on over, find out what's going on right on over here. Looks like Home Depot was knocked, but we should be able to get him picked back up. But Nika now trying to find Rain Esports up on the grays. So what a bunch of chaos. The chaos of, let me see what XP3 is doing right over here. He's in a fight with Nanziglaban. Is Nanziglaban trying to come right up and in onto XP3. XP3 throwing those nades, throwing the smokes. I'm not sure who's throwing the smokes up there. But let's go. Let me see what else is happening. Because we still have Rain over here. We still have Region 8 Gaming over here. We still have the Galactic Lords, I think. Yes, we do, Jimmy. Bye. And almost there coming in. with the wolves. The wolves are even showing up over on that eastern edge. So we got a lot of chaos right on this western edge of the zone. Eastern edge. So now let's go. Let me show you on the map screen, guys. There you go. They are starting to come on in, but we got a lot of chaos on this north side. So let's go. Let's see what's happening with Zanti. Because here comes Nika coming right up and on top of him, and Home Depot across from Zanti. Oh, Blaze! Blaze from the hilltop of the other side. So now we're down to just Wolf over here, and they're still getting pushed up on by Nika. Nika coming right up and in, and now we got the Wolves. So necessary trying to find XP3. XP3 does get taken down and out by 9 Zieglerbot. Now Vatic is down to just Blaze. So now let's see what else is happening. We do have a couple of teams that are in the fights. Let's get on over here to almost there also in a fight with the Scourge. Team Scourge 13 right across that way, and there they go. The Wolves finding another player, and now let me go ahead and scroll on in just a little bit. We are down to the top 4, and Proba gets found by necessary. The Wolves are up to 5 eliminations. So now let me go ahead and scroll on in just a little more, guys, now that we can see it all right on this right side of the screen. So we've got 9 Zieglerbot coming in from that southwest. We do have almost there over here in the southeast. Both of these teams are very far out of the zone. We do have Region 8 up on that hill. But here comes the push up onto Nika. The push from the Wolves. The Wolves are coming up. It is LM and Trix and necessary. Here comes the push into zone. But almost there. You can see that Pure did get quite a bit of damage coming into this zone. But now here comes Cold King right up and in. No goal. And we got Remix and Erangel right on over here, and it does look like Erangel is going to be able to get him picked back up. Remix throwing the smokes right up and over. Remix seeing that Cloudy's helmet. And Nika, ooh, somebody getting Nika. Who was it? It was Erangel. So now, let's get on over to Cloudy, see what Cloudy can do on the other side. We do have one solo still remaining for Wolves Esports. Oh no. And there goes Remix. So now we do have Cold King. Cold King is up to 6 eliminations. We got Cloudy over on the right side, up to 5 eliminations. And we also have necessary also up to 5 eliminations. We have got some big firepower still in this match. So now let's get on over to, let's check in on Cloudy, see what Cloudy can see from the top of his. And we also have, look at this, does look like we've got 9Z pushing right up and in. Cold King just barely making it into the zone. The zone is so small. We are down in the stage 9. And now Cole trying to get those shots over and trading shots with Cloudy. You can see both sides of this fight right over here. And it's over just like that. I want to check in on the Wolves coming in first. 9Z Glabant with 14 eliminations, 10 placement, 24 total points for this one Miramar, match 9, Ziegler coming in second. Region 8 Gaming with 12 eliminations. And the Wolves coming in third with 8 eliminations. GG top 3. Here are the rest of your scores. 4 through 6, 7 through 9, 10 through 12, 13 through 15, 16 through 18, 19 and 20. Going all out. Ziegler Bank, Cole King. 6 eliminations, 1,063 damage. So going into tonight's leaderboard shuffle match, anything is possible in Rondo. We do have recalls. We've got all sorts of chaos. You guys already know, in such big teams, we will come out of Rondo with big numbers and chaos of the leaderboard shuffle. But I will be right back with the scores going into Rondo. Don't forget to get gong in the chat and get it over to the Unholy Discord server. Get it into the giveaway channel so you can get your name on tonight's Wheel of Names. And I will be right back. Right up and in onto this other side to save Wolf that is up on the roof of the building that right where you are. Now, what is going on over onto the other side? Let's go ahead and scroll on in. We'll go ahead and get that map up there, give you guys an idea. We don't have anybody over on this eastern side, so just about all the teams are right there on the right side of your map. Alright, Demon coming right up in on the How are you getting out of this? Oh, Hawa, I'm so sorry. Alright, guys, so back to 11. Let's see what else is happening. Let me go ahead and put this map screen up there for you guys. Give you guys an idea of what is happening. We'll go ahead and move it on over. Get you guys a little more centered in there while I find the next few fights. We still have Urza coming in from that northwest, just to the north of where Upgrade are coming in, and we also have Vatic. Vatic are the opening arms of 4 Upgrade coming in. But you can see that Upgrade is well aware of Urza wrapping up and around on the other side of them. And let's see what's going on with Region 8. I see Mika, I see you Sneaka over here. So let's go, guys. Let's go. And I see this. I feel like our next cast is going to be right on over here. I really feel it. Let's go with Claude's. Give him some more screen time love. He was the last match top fragger. He's on top of the world over here. He's getting all the information. He's got 3 or 4 teams right down below him. So he knows that he has got teams in every direction. In fact, he's got Urza Esports still pushing up towards him. He also has Havoc straight across from him. Plus, so let's go. Let's see what's going down right on down below. Oh, look at this. Straight across. This is Casper. It looks like Zeus is going to push right up and in onto Gasper straight across. Let's see if we can get over to Gasper's. Here they come right up and in. Zeus on the other side. And, oh, Zeus came right up and in onto Casper. So now let's see what else is going on. XP3 across the way trying to get those shots over onto Zeus. Look at this. He's in XP3 on both sides of your screen. XP3 to the east, and we got Zeus to the west. And they are all spread out. But my mutant grape, where did you go? You're right over onto the other side. So the mutant grape has come up and around. He's wrapped all the way into zone. So now he's got to figure out how to get Zeus into this as well. Zeus kind of in some issues, as he does have Vatic coming up and around him. If you look up into the upper right-hand corner, you can see that Vatic is circling him. They just went out of it. There they go. There's Salty coming right up and around. So let's go. Our elimination feed is kind of quiet at the moment. I will put up our next zone, but we've got a minute and a half, so we got time to check in on this. And ooh, we do have another fight now. Upgrade is in that fight, so we can go over. Look at that, Claus, they're trying to get those shots right over onto you. Let's see what kind of stuff Claus is going to do. He's just going to come on down. It looks like they're going to be able to get on out of the way of Vatic if you stand. Ooh, little bit of ballerina mobile. All right, let's go ahead and put the map screen back up, guys. Let's go ahead and show you where we are going next. There you go. We are headed into Leones territory. All right, so we still have a duo coming up and in from Erangel Esports still. Oh, Claus. He wasn't ready to let go of that chicky nuggy. He's not sharing. He is up to 3 eliminations, and now it is just Vortex. Vortex is the solo for Erangel Esports. Right over. Oh. Hello, Claus. Nice to see you too. Alright, so now let's go, guys. Let's see what else is happening. Let's go ahead and scroll on in, because we do still have 11 teams in this. And so let's see, where is the next fight? I think now's the best time to keep this map up for a minute so you guys can check in on the rotations. Let me know in the chat which team you want to check in on. We do have 9Z Glabant way out here in the blue, and they're up in the hill dips, so they might be a little difficult for you to see, but they're still right around. They may end up right there coming in behind straight out of Nepal, or almost there. I do feel like we're gonna have a fight right on over here, so I'm gonna go ahead and switch on over to the boss spot. Oh, Vatic is now in a fight over here with the wolves. Oh, XP3 going down to the wolves, and now there he goes. So now let's see what else is happening. Let me see what is happening with the wolves. Where did the wolves come from? Where are they? Let's go. Let me see what is happening. It looks like 9Z. Our zone pulled away, guys. 9Z is still coming and wrapping around and doing the edge zone sweep just on the outside of zone. They're going to end up right in on top of Wiz. Wiz is going to be the next one with all 4 of them from 9Z Glabant coming right up and in. And Wiz, oh no. So now let's see what's going on with the rest of them from almost there. You can see straight across it we do have Rain Esports and Region 8. Cole King is knocked, but look at this. He is down behind this. He's going to be able to get picked back up, but the boss still trying to come right up and in, working his way into the zone. We got Remix over here trying to get those shots over onto. Was that? Hello everyone, and welcome back to match number 3 of the Unholy Thursday Night Cash Scrims. Are you ready to see these scores going into the leaderboard shuffle match of tonight? We have 9Z Glabant, double winner chicken dinners. They are ready for PMSL Brazil. 43 total points, but they are only 20 points ahead of the Wolves. Can they do it again in Rondo? Because as you guys know, The Wolves just destroyed Rondo last week. They're coming in second with 23. Region 8 Gaming coming in third with 21. Upgrade, Vatic, all the PMSL teams right up there at the top of the leaderboard. Alright, let's get into this match, guys. You know I don't want to sit here too long because it messes with my sound, so I don't like to do it for too long. It looks like we're missing straight on the ball. Come on, son. Son, where are you? Come on, S-O-N. Looks like we're missing them, but it is hard start, and Ghosty doesn't usually care too much if they say, hold on, we're coming. He's like, all right, well, the bus has already left, so we'll have to see if Ghosty waits. And here they come. Nope, this is a B.E. Nigad. I'm not sure where he is going. I hope that gave you enough time to get your screenshot of Gong right on over into that Unholy Discord server. Get your name on tonight's Wheel of Names. UC shout out to the Unholy. Holy moly, guys. These allergies are killing me. Alright, here we go. Let's see, did we get straight on the ball? Nope. Alright, but this time we are going to be jumping with 9Z Glabant Gold King. I have been such a big fan of his since he was in Royals of War. He had 6 eliminations, 1,063 damage, and it is so good to see all of my favorite teams in one place because I want to see at least, we already know that in tonight's lobby we're going to have our PMSL Brazil teams in here and most likely the PMGO team as well, and I'm super excited to find out where everyone is going. And there's Cold King right there on your screen. Big fan, Cold King. Remix, you better have told him. Alright, let's go. Let's go, Cold King. And there he is. Are you guys ready for some... that alien. Oh, just going flying right on by in front of us. We're headed into Rondo in 14 seconds. Are you guys ready? Tell me in the chat, guys. What is your prediction? Will 9Z keep the lead coming out of the leaderboard shuffle match? Let me know. Here we go. All right, we've got the double chopsticks. We've got one flight coming in from that northeast side going all the way down to the southwest. And then we have one in the southeast going all the way up to the center north. So we're going to be going and we're going to be crossing right over the top of the Neox factory. We got Yulin, the temple's right down there. We got Mayron over there. We got all the hot drops available. So let's see where they go. And not much else is going to run. Alright, so let's go. Let's see what's happening, guys. It does look like 9Z is already off the plane. Where are they headed? It looks like 9Z. Where are they? It looks like they're headed over towards Stadium Bamboo area. They have almost there right with them. So we might have an early fight. We also have Straight Out Nepal right on top of Team Fate. What is going on in the... We do have Upgrade. Upgrade has decided to go down to the Neox factory. So we're going to have to keep an eye on that. Look at that, Cold King. Come on, Flight Pass. So let's see what the early zone is going to give us. So now, let's see. And then I'm going to get you into as many fights as I possibly can as soon as we find out where our first zone's going to pop. So, waiting for this first zone sometimes just feels like forever, doesn't it? Alright, what is happening? Here we go. Playing off the map, and our first zone is, woo, it's a big one, so it's taking up most of that center middle. So let's go ahead and get in over here onto the Neox factory. And I just clicked on the Death Angel player number 1. So let me see if I can find out who's over here. Alpha 4 Legend, the dork. The dork is up to 2 eliminations, so let's go ahead and stick with him. The boss is over here in a fight, and he goes down. And so now, Remix going down. Coal King right across the way. Erangel, all 4 of them did drop over here into bamboo. This could be absolutely devastating for 9Z Glabant. The boss is gone. The Erangel is gone, and it's down. Remix is down, and we're down to just Coal King now. So now, 9Z Glabant, like I said, it is the leaderboard shuffle match. Hoo-hoo, he does get the 1. He gets 2. So now, almost there, down to just a duo. And so now Coal King coming out and around. I think he's coming on over to get on out of there to recall his team. Look at that. He got 3 of them knocked right in front of us. And he's going to go ahead and get on over to that recall tower. So not very often that you get to see all 3 of them. Vatic is also in a fight, so now let's see. Claws going down. We might be able to get Claws back up. What is XP3 doing? XP3 coming up and around. Who are you guys even fighting with? I see no one. I see no one over here, so I think that might have been the Galactic Lord straight out of Nepal. Also in a fight right on over here. We do have on your right-hand side Alpha 4 Legend for Burnt Penguin in my chat. Always coming in to support. Shout out to Alpha 4 Legend. And they're up to 5 eliminations. Straight out of Nepal. Wolf does have an elimination right on over here with Team Fate. But we also have a solo keeping his head down for Rain. Wolf feeling some of that. So now let's see what else is going on over here. Let's see what is going on with KZ. He's trying to get that recall off. Let me go ahead and scroll on in. I think we might be starting to clear out some of these very first hot drop zones of Zone 1. So I'm going to go ahead and put the map screen up there to give you guys an idea where your teams may be. Thunder Beast in a fight with the Death Angels. 9Z Glabant back in it. Oh, Wolf getting taken down. There goes Spence. Small man right across the way. Spence is the last one still standing. But he's over in the temples, and it almost looks like he's by himself. Alright, let's get on over to Hitman, because I know I saw his team in a fight. So now let me get this screen off of here. Hitman using that pump shotty. So now the beast, the Thunder Beast, down to just Mafia. Mafia is going to be able to get that heal off. Ooh, Mr. Bombastic. I found you over here with Team Fate, Aether Esports up on top of this rooftop. Let's see what the Mr. Bombastic can do. Alright, so now let me see down here on the screen where I think it does look like 9Z went over to the stadium, and almost there is coming right back up and around. So almost there, and 9Z Glabant about ready to get into another fight. We'll go ahead and put him up, see what's going on, and here it is. So now let's get on over here, find out what's going on with Remix. Remix, what are you doing? They're up to 6 eliminations, but I still see in the map that we do have a couple more from almost there in that stadium. So we'll stay there on 9Z Glabant. And we did get Coal King picked back up. So let's see if I can get Cold King. There we go. The last match, Top Fragger Shaggy coming right up and in over here onto Rain Esports. Let's switch over to Rain Esports. We got the Rams. Ramsey is what I keep wanting to call him, but Rams. He is over here with all 4 of them, and here comes the rest of Rain Esports. I see Zappy. Look at that. Came right up and in on the Mr. Bombastic. He's got a boom bate. A boom bate. Alright, guys. Let's go. Let's see what else is happening. Gold King still trying to hold off the push by Almost There. I do see a couple of them from Almost There still in the stadium with him. You can see that on his screen there, right on down below. We still have Rain Esports and Rams is up to 3 eliminations with Team Fate right on over here. Team Fate is down to just a duo, so let's see what's going to happen. Yeah, our elimination feed is really quiet. I will switch on over as soon as one of these teams slow down. And Alpha 4 Legend now in a fight. There goes the dork to Jaden Ball, and I don't want to get off either one of these fights. But let's see, Alpha. We do have 9Z and Almost There still right over here in this fight. And let's go. I'll be back, Rain. I will be back. We still have a lot of fights going on. It looks like these fights are going on right over here in the Neox factory. We do have KZ down right here with all 4 of them, all 3 of them from Team 13, which are the Team Scourge and J Nepal right on over here. Alpha 4 Legend. I'm not sure if Casey's going to be able to bring it back, any of them. They are up to 7 eliminations, but you can see that J Nepal right outside of his window, and he's trying to get those angles right on over on him. Vespear. Vespear just found Kindness from Upgrade, so Kindness going down. But I'm not sure where that fight is going on either. But we still have the fight with all 4 of them from 9Z. All 4 of them from Almost There. And we got a Boba Lover playing for Team Fate over here in the stadium. So we have 3 teams on your right-hand side. And Casey coming right up those steps into Spidey. I'm sorry, Spidey. Spidey, another big supporter of this stream. Alright, so now Cold King is able to get that flame off of him, and he's going to be able to get on through. And I'm not sure if we still have all 4 of them. It does look like we still have massive fights going on. And we do have Mr. Slot Hopper right up here in the EMP zone. So let's see what else is happening right on over here with Gunda. Gunda is getting pulled up on now by Silent Esports. Silent Esports coming up and around. We got Coulda love you. Is that what it says? Gotta love you. Alright, so let's check in on a Nightcroy. But, oh, look at we got flying mobiles right up and over the top of Nightcroy. Abaddor over here trying to get those shots over onto 7 Deadly Sins. So now we do have a couple of them going way down in that health bar. You can see a bunch of red over here as here comes Abaddor coming right up and through. So now we do have 9Z still in this fight over here with Almost There. All these teams do have to move on out, but 9Z Glabant are up to 8 eliminations over here in the blue in the stadium. They do have to move. This is stage 3 of Rondo. These teams do have to move on out, so let's put this map screen right on up there, give you guys an idea where everyone is, and then we will switch back on over in just a moment. Oh, Gunda, he is trying to find you in this EMP zone. Let's see what's going on with Gunda. Gunda is ready for that push. He does have that S12, so he's waiting for them to push right up and in. And now we're going to come on over here to Death of Angels because they've got all sorts of teams right up and around them over on this side as well. So now Emperador pushing right up and in there. Begu going down, Kiddu going down, and now it's just up to Gunda, and there goes the Silent Esports up to 8 eliminations, taking over the recall center over on this eastern side, inside of the zone. So they are doing just fine, and look at this, we got all this chaos up here in the stadium still. We've got teams coming up and around. We still have Region 8 over here. We almost there over here with 9 Ziegler-Bond. I saw Upgrade coming up and around. We got all these teams right on top of each other. Upgrade is coming in right on top of Scourge. Let's see what's going on with Kindness. Kindness was the last match top fragger, or at least one of the top fraggers tonight. I think Cole King was actually last match, but let's go and check in on what Kindness is doing over here. We got the Problem, we got the Havoc, all go. So he just made it in, and here we go, right up and in to that zone area. And we still have Death of Angels there. They've got a lot of teams right on down around them, but it's very quiet at the southern side. We have Rain Esports, the Wolves, Death of Angels, straight on Nepal, coming right up and in onto them. And let's see, I saw one more. We do have our zone. Look at our zone shift. It goes back up to that northern side. I can go ahead and leave it like that for just a second. And I will try to find the next fight for you guys. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and switch on over to the map screen, give you a better idea, because they are still spread out all over the place. So now, look at this. Upgrade doing the zone sweeps, waiting for all those teams that are up in that northwest side to come out of the blue, hurting. And you can already see, here comes one of them, Rich Esports, I believe yes, it's Rich Esports right here in Havoc's site. So Havoc paying attention to these teams coming out of the blue. And now these players down here by the temple area. Let me go ahead and put that up so that we can get a couple of these fights, because now the fights are starting to break out again because we are in stage 4. We've got Scourge Eng right up on that ridge line. We got Boom Bade. We got the Shaggy one more time right over here with Rain Esports. Let's give Rain Esports just a little more time right on over here. They are up to 6 eliminations. Don't forget to get the gong in the chat. Gong. Alright, so now let's go. Let's check in on another team. Let's find out what is happening. What is Aang doing over here? I just noticed. We have Yang, Aang, and Erangel right on over here. But we do have, look at this, Region 8 Gaming. They're coming right up and in. Region 8 Gaming, seeing them across the way, taking all those shots. It is Cloudy and Nika trying to get the shots over onto Team Scourge. But look at all the teams coming in from that northwest side. The northwest side, Jay Nepal coming in right to the south of Cloudy. And Cloudy is trying to make sure that they get him taken care of. So now we got the fights going up in all directions. And we had another fight right over here with Vespera, and I couldn't even click on that one down. But our zone is getting ready to pop one more time. And it's still a northern shift, but it is a donut zone. So some of these teams coming in from that northwest side, they do not have that far to go. But you can see that they're still in this clash right here on the main screen. This is a clash between Upgrade and Region 8 Gaming at this moment. So now let me go back over here to Kindness, because he was a top fragger of tonight. And there goes one from Rain going out to the Wolves. Let's get on over to the Wolves, find out what is happening as they come right up and in. Baton is up to 2 eliminations, but he's down in health, trying to get those shots straight across over onto Team 12. Vatic is in here. Let's go and check in. Oh, Salty trying to get those sprays right across the way. We have got so many fights. Let me do this side by side one more time so that we can get all these fights on the screen. I wish I had at least 20 screens so that we could keep up with the players, but you know I just missed the players. I'd have to have 100 screens to make sure I caught all of this. Rain Wolf getting an elimination. Let's find out where Rain is coming right up and in. Onto the silent Ampedora. Ooh. What did you just see? Oh, so now we'll stick with Baton, because Baton, he seems to want to stay on the screen, so we'll stay here with him for just a moment. And now here comes Kindness coming right up and in. You can see that this northwest side is still the hot zone. We're over here in the dragon's teeth, and he's just trying to get right on in through here. We are in here with Region 8. We're over here with Team Scourge. You can see that over in that northeast side. We also have Team Scourge, and almost there in a fight. Kindness trying to hold off the push by Vatic, as Vatic comes right up and in, and I think that was Claus that was right in front of him. Claus right over here, up to 2 eliminations, but Salty is up to 6 eliminations. Let's stick with Salty now. Let's get on over here and find out what else is happening. Let's go back on over and find out what is happening with 9Z So now 9Z and our leaderboard tonight. Can they continue on? They are up to 11 eliminations. Vatic coming in at 9 right now. And the Wolves are hurting over up on that ridge line. Let's go check in on what's happening with them. It is only down to Necessary. The rest of the team all getting knocked over here. Let's find out what is happening, because I did see Wolf getting some knocks over here, but I'm not sure. He only has 2 eliminations, but I have seen Wolf with several knocks in there. We're down to the top 8 teams, but we only have 16 players, averaging 2 players per each team. Let's check in on what is happening. We have a trio for the Wolves, a duo for Rain, a trio for Vatic, a duo for 9Z, a solo Nehan for Thunder Beast, Upgrade, Kindness, and Region 8 Gaming down to a duo. We're down to the final 12 remaining players, 5 teams remaining in this. Rain having problems getting on out of there. Oh, Blaze. Oh, Blaze Salty. So now let's check in on what's going on with Salty. We're down to the top 3 teams, and you can see that Coal King is still coming right up and in. He is just right on that edge. He did bring down the Doritos from the sky, the emergency cover flares. He's got the dip. He's got the cars. He has got Rondo figured out. As I said, PMSL team on the right, PMSL team on the left, and Region 8 Gaming Home Depot. I have a lot of hope for Region 8 Gaming as well. They are hot. They are getting it together. So now let me check in on Home Depot. Home Depot, no! Home Depot was trying to get on out there. He's down to 5 HP, and he was right there under Vatic. So now it is Vatic versus 9 Zieglebot. 9 Zieglebot. We have Coal King and Remix. Remix is up to 5 eliminations, and look at this. They are both in zone. So now Remix going down, and it's just Coal King, and I could not get him on your screen fast enough. Vatic coming in first with 20 eliminations, 10 placement. They just got a 30 bomb on Rondo. 30 points for Rondo. GG's one match. Coming in second, 9 Zieglebot with 11. Region 8 Gaming coming in third with 12. All 3 of these top teams coming in with double digits. That is how the shuffleboard works. There it is, boys. Coming in 4 through 6, 7 through 9, 10 through 12. I'm losing my voice. 13 through 15. 16 through 18, 19 through 21, going all out. It was Vatic Salty. 9 eliminations in this lobby. I have so much hope and respect for Vatic. I see them going to PMSL. I am so proud. 9 eliminations, 917 damage. We'll be jumping with them when we come right back for tonight's final match. Make sure you get Gong in the chat. Please hit the like. Get these boys, these teams, these players, the Unholy. Get them out into that YouTube algorithm so more people can see just how talented these players are, and I will be right back. Did I just see a Mortar 11? I looked, oh, the Wolves again in a fight now with YKG, and they're using mortars. Let's see, where's this? Oh, I think, let me go over here and check in on Tricks. I don't think he was the one with the mortar that I just caught on the elimination feed, but let's go. Let's see what else is happening as we got the Wolves on the right side. 9 Zieglebot on your left, and they're coming straight up and in onto Region 8 right in front of them. So now let's see, Region 8, I think that's Melly right there. Mr. SI himself, the Wolves right up on behind Region 8. So Region 8 is now getting pinched between 9 Zieglebot and the Wolves right at the top. Let me find some melee. What are you doing? See? Oh, here comes Tricks right up and over the top of you, and as you are trying to get into that zone, and he's right there in front of you. That was necessary. So now Home Depot is the last one still standing for Region 8. He has necessary right up and above him. Let's see if we can get necessary on the screen. There he is. So they're right there, Home Depot right down below. And it was necessary. It was necessary. Alright, we're down to the top 4 teams. We do have 9 Levant, Rain Esports. We got the Wolves and Yushen. Yushen is in zone. He is trying to work his way in. He is in the grass gilly in the desert. Not the best skilly that he could find, but that is better than some of the skins that I've seen. Alright, what else is happening? We're going to stick here with Necessary, as Necessary is coming up on the other side. So Yushen getting pulled up on by 9 Levant. And over at the other side, we have Rain Esports getting pulled up and in on by the Wolves. We got all 4 of them from the Wolves still standing. Rain Esports down to just a duo. So here they come, Mercy. Mercy, you gonna show them Mercy, or you gonna use that S12 and deliver some S12 gauge sandwiches? Let's go. Necessary on that backside, getting ready to throw that nade right up and in onto Mercy. Mercy coming right out and in, right into Tricks. And now we are down to the top 3 teams. We have 9 Levant coming right up and over, getting into the third party. Did you see that car getting blasted right on out of there? Remix, Erangel, both of them have been knocked. And so now Coal King, Coal King coming right up and over the top of it. And we are now down to Mr. Grass Gilly versus the Wolves. And they are a pack of wolves. They did lose Baton. Baton is now waiting for the Rondo match. Necessary right up on that ridgeline, taking those shots down onto Yushen. And here comes the rest of the Wolves coming right up and around. Yushen, the seat swap. So, the Wolves coming in first. Is right on his screen. Let's head on down to the rest of the Wolves right on down here in the temple. So now we already have Havoc. Havoc is already right over on that hill in our zone. As soon as our first zone pops, I will be jumping over to the Neox factory, because the Neox factory is just as hot. Where is our first zone? There is our first zone, guys. We are headed to the southern side of the map. So now let me get on over here. Just gonna click on anybody. We're just gonna get on into the fights, and we are over here with, let's see, Antho for Thunder Beast right over here with the 7 Deadly Sins, the Infinity Reapers, 9G Levant. We also have Team Fate and the Chosen. Let's see. Hello, Asta. Asta, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Alright, let's go. Let me check in on a remix. I do not get enough remix Cold Go action in LA. So let's go. Let me see what is going on with Tricks right on down here. And Baton. Baton over here in the sauna. And he does have Fire Force right in front of him. He's coming right up and in onto Fire Force, but I also see another team right up on top of him. It is 24. That is Upgrade coming down off the top of the hill. So Upgrade uphill from him. Let's check in on what the Havoc is doing. What the Havoc are you doing? Alright, so now Remix. What is Remix doing? He is pushing up the stairs. He is right over here with 2 other teams. He's got Team 9 and Team 3. Remix coming right up and in onto the 7 Deadly Sins. Right across from him is Team Fate. And right down below him is Team 3, the Infinity Reapers, trying to come right up and around. Eragon's been knocked, and look at Remix switching around, trying to get those shots right on through. Remix just almost out of ammo. So now let's see. Oh, Slonik is all the way at the top trying to get those shots. Oh, Havoc. And now here comes YKG. Let's get up and over onto Slonik. Slonik all the way up at the top. Finding Fears. Fears coming up, but right down below him is YKG. YKG coming up and around the Dragon's Teeth to come right underneath Slonik from the top. And so the temples have YKG, 9Z Glabant, and they also have the Wolves. 24K, oh, Trick, go. Baton is taking those shots over at you. What a bunch of chaos. All right, what is... Welcome back, everyone, to tonight's final match, coming in just a few seconds late, guys, but here it is. 9Z Glabant with 60 total points. Vatic coming in second with 45. Region 8 Gaming coming in third. Rennie Mitch with the $10 super chat. Thank you, Rennie Mitch, you beautiful person. Beautiful soul. Thank you so much for the support. We are headed into tonight's final match with Vatic Salty. Let me hurry up and get into Salty before the match starts. Vatic, there he is, guys. 9 eliminations. Salty putting in the work for us. There he is. And he's over on our other screen. So let me go ahead and put that back up there for a second, just so you guys can see what is happening going into tonight's final match. Alright, here we go. And let me get that map screen up there. We're coming in very southern flight path. We're down in the bay between that Miltopower Peninsula and Nova Crates, going across both bridges, just skimming along the top of the ferry pier into the south of Quarry. We'll have some of those. If we have any AFKs, the chicken nuggets will be right over there on that California coastline. I hope you guys were able to get your gone over to the Unholy Discord server so you can get your name on tonight's Wheel of Names. Alright, now here we go. Vatic is off the plane. They are headed right up and over towards that farm area. And this flight path is so to the south. I'm guessing we're gonna go north on our first zone, so we'll have to see what's going on. 9Z Glabant right down here in Novo, right on top of Region 8 Gaming. Region 8 Cloudy. Does look like Cloudy is getting pushed up on. I don't see anybody down here with Vatic, so I'm going to switch on over at the moment. Cloudy is getting pulled up on by 9Z Glabant. You can see Coal King coming up right along that ridge line right by him. And our zone has not popped yet. Cloudy coming right up and over, takes out the Coal King. The boss is coming right up and through, and there he goes. He does get found. Who found you? The boss. The boss coming right up and in. And so now, let's see what's going on with the boss. Our first zone all the way over on that southwest corner. We will not be going to military base, but we are down to about 75% playable area. So now, let's get in. And we'll do some side-by-sides. Let me find the other fights going on, because we do have a lot of chaos that's over here in Milta as well. Oh, he can see you, Solitude. The boss is trying to get those shots right up and over across that way. He's already pointed them out to the rest of his team. We do have Erangel coming right up and behind him. Look at this. We do have Solitude trying to push along that coastline, but the boss is really well aware of him. And Remix is in the vehicle coming right up and around. He's going to be able to find that off angle over onto Solitude. He's going to be able to get those shots. And over here in Milta, we've got 3 teams over here. We've got Jay Nepal, Straight on Nepal, and a Team Fate. Spence is already up to an elimination, so we'll go ahead and check in on what is happening with him. And Demon right when we got off of him. So now look at that. Solitude right there in Remix's sight. Right in. No! Ooh. He does get a little bit of damage, but the Remix is able to duck down out of that. And Remix is able to get that knock. But Erangel is down. Coal King is out. Home Depot is pushing right up and in onto the boss. Let's get on over to the boss. Sorry, guys. Click on over there. And the boss coming right up and around trying to... Oh, what a flick, but he's on fire. No, so now it is just up to Remix. It is Remix versus Nika. Remix trying to throw those nades right up and over. And now here comes Nika right up in on top of this. And oh, the head. Did you guys see the animation of Remix? He was the headless horseman right over on this ridge. So now let me get on over into that map screen. And let's see what else is happening with the rest of this map. We do have the 3 teams still in Milta. We got a couple of teams, and I think I missed all the fights over. I did. I missed the fights in Pachinki. No, I still see more going on over here. So now let's go ahead and do some side by side because we do have 2 teams at least in Pachinki still. Havoc, no woe with the squad wipe. Well, he's got 4 eliminations, guys. I don't know if he had a squad wipe because we had 3 teams over here in Pachinki. And they cleared it out. There's no team in ears. Havoc, no woe with the squad wipe. Let's give it to him, guys. There it is. 1v4. Big fan, Havoc. Love ya. Alright, let's get back into this and find out what else is happening. I'm going to do the map screen. Let's get that map screen up there because we do have some fights over here. In this Gaka area, it looks like Sadra's been knocked, but I do not see anybody over here with Team Entity. I do see almost there, not that far away from him, Vatic up in North George all by themselves, not too far away from Death of Angels in that South George area. We've got almost there, taking over the California coastline, which is pretty much where they normally are. We got Team Entity right there in Center Zone. But the rest of these teams, we're down to 11 teams just that fast. So now let's get back on over to Milta, find out what is happening with Mr. Bombastic. Mr. Bombastic up to 3 eliminations, trying to get the shots over onto Rain Wolf right in front of him. Shaggy! Woo, that was some chaos. Oh, I'm sorry, guys, it didn't click off. I'm having some issues. Don't forget, I am in a storm. I got the tornado watch. I got thunderstorms going on. Everything's a little bit sticky. Alright, so the wolves coming right up and over right into the Galactic Wars, Skyria. Oh no. And there they go. So the wolves are up to 5 eliminations now. 9 Zeke Laban out of this lobby, so that gives all these teams More time to drop some more 20 bombs. Oh no! Entity! Ah! Don't you guys feel this? Don't you guys feel it to your soul? Our zone, we're still only in stage 1 and we're down to 8 teams just like that. We rarely ever go past stage 5 and Vatic is still up in North George. We're down to the top 25 teams and now 5 coming right up and in onto team 9, almost there. Ooh, there goes 5 right on out, almost there. Almost there, now up to 5 eliminations, and we're down to 7 teams. Let me show you what is happening on this map. You know that there's nobody in the water. We still have Region 8 over in Novo. We do have Team Fate coming out of Milta. We are still headed down to that West Bridge area. So now, let's see. Vatic is now starting to come into the zone, and they're not too far away from these players that are up in this north side of the zone. Almost there is now headed right up and in over onto Vespera. So let's see what happens as this fight. There, it looks like Vespera is up in the slaughterhouse, and we do have almost there coming right up onto D Hill. So they're going to be taking the hill, trying to find out where Vespera are. Let's see. Benegad. Is this you, Beniwal? Is this you? So now, let's see what's going on. Red said, is this you? Is this you, said? Alright, so now they're right over here in the slaughterhouse by Pachinki, and almost there when driving not too far past them. Almost there, driving right out in the middle by the wolves. Necessary coming right up and through, and the rest of the teams are coming in. So now we do have a lot of chaos that are going to be coming into zone right on down on the southeast side. I see that we do have almost there, shifting all the way around there, wrapping around this map, around the center zone area with all these teams coming on in. I see that Vatic is coming right up and in. It looks like they are chasing down. Ooh, wolves came in to find almost there. But look at this, the Galactic Lords right on over here has Vatic coming right up and right next to him. Team 20, Death of Angels. I'm sorry, I saw G, guys. I saw the G. Don't kill me. This is Death of Angels right over here, right next to Vatic up on that hill. We already know that Vatic is hot. Oh, Salty. Salty sees the rotation. Salty, our last match top fragger, and here comes Death of Angel right up and in onto Salty. Salty taking all these shots as they come right on by. You can see that all 4 of them from Vatic are taking those shots, and I am lagging. Look at how slow Salty is coming right up and in, blasting them right on out, and Salty, no. So now we are down to just Claus. Claus is the last one still standing, coming right up and in. And there goes Vatic. My mind blown. Johnny getting 2 of those eliminations, and player 1 of Death of Angels. So they are right over here on this western side. But look at the chaos down here. Down here at the West Bridge. The West Bridge Farm. The West Bridge gas station. Almost there, down to Pure Shore with only 5 HP. But here comes the wolves right up and in. It is Necessary right outside of his door, and he does get the shots over onto Necessary. Guys, I'm sorry about the lag, but here they come right up and in. And, oh, he's going to try to get try to get those mollies right on top of them. Pure Sure with that nade right out. But all of them from the wolves coming, wrapping right up and around both sides of them. We also have the fight over onto the other side. Baton coming right up and in, and we should be able to get necessary. Pick back up Slonik up to 3 eliminations. We're down to 5 teams. We are still a minute and a half from Bro became the Headless Horseman. No kidding, Marl. We are still a minute and a half away from stage 3, and Shaggy coming up on the other side of Baton. So we do have both of these teams on your screen. Plus, here comes Region 8. Region 8 coming up on top of that hilltop. We still have 5 teams in it. 3 of the teams are right over here. So we do have the Wolves, Team Fate, and Region 8 gaming right on over here. We do have Baton up to 4 eliminations. Shaggy on your right side also up to 4 eliminations. So now let's see Shaggy with that nade getting ready to pop it right up and over, and he gets Slonik. He gets Slonik coming right up and through. So now the Wolves are down to just a trio with Region 8 coming up and over the top of that ridge line. Bro. Shaggy. Oh, Shaggy going down. So Bro is the last one still standing against all of them. From the Wolves, we have Baton getting ready to throw those nades right up and in, right on top of him. Oh, you can see that Baton's nade does get him down to about half health. And Vespera on the other side, the west side of that barn that Baton is standing right next to. So now we have the 3 teams down in this West Bridge farm. Plus, we have Region 8 up on that ridgeline. And Bro does get a knockover onto Slonik. Slonik going down. Baton coming right up and in. Necessary going down. And here they come right up and in. And Bro going down. And so now let's check in on Region 8 up on this hill. We still have 4 teams in this, so let's check in on Sad. Sad is the last one still standing over in here, but Nika trying to get those shots right on down, and look at this. On both sides are the Wolves dead yet. No Red said they are not done yet. We still have all 4 of them from the Wolves still standing, and they are up to 10 eliminations. Sad coming up and around on this backside, peeking around that corner and seeing the big bad Wolves right out that edge. Nika now coming up on the other side, also trying to get some of those shots. And let's get on over to Johnny. Johnny is up to 2 eliminations. Johnny is also coming up and around. We should be able to get Slonik picked back up. And we are still, look at this. All 3 of these teams are right here on top of each other. So now let's get back up onto Home Depot. Home Depot has all of them from Team 20. The Death of Angels chasing them down. Home Depot trying to get on out of there because Home Depot is the last one still standing for Region 8. He's down to about half health. Driving right on past the Wolves, and the Wolves right on over here. So Johnny going down. Player 1 up on this ridgeline right above the Wolves. Ooh, the Wolves coming right up and in onto him. So now Shabib trying to get those shots onto the Wolves in Region 8. Home Depot coming up trying to get those shots down onto LMN. Tricks. Oh, Baton going down. Let's check in on Tricks over on the other side. We're down to the final 2 teams. We still have a minute and a half. We had a minute and a half until stage 5. That may be a record. We did not make it out of zone 4. The Wolves, coming in first with 16 eliminations, 10 placement. That is 26 total points. 26 total points for this final Erangel match of tonight. Region 8 coming in second with 6 eliminations, and Death of Angels that came in third with 5 eliminations. G top 3. Here are the rest of your scores: 4 through 6, 7 through 9, 10 through 12. Oh, we're sticking 13 through 15. Come on. 16 through 18, 19, and 20. Going all out. Wolves, button. 6 eliminations, 465 damage in a record. Zone 4 with a minute and a half to go to Zone 5. We finished the map. So now, give me just a minute, and I will be back with the Wheel of Names in tonight's final unofficial live scores. They can dispute them, but we get to see them. Be right back. What is happening over here at the Miox factory? We still have Team Fate over here with 9 Ziegler and Thunder Beast. So now let me get some Colgo over here onto this other side. Remix, I love ya. Alright, let's get, I cannot switch on over what is happening to my screen. There we go. Let's get some Colgo action. Alright, so now what is happening? The Wolves are up to 10 eliminations. 10 already. So now we still have Little Wang. Let's see what's going on with Little Wang. Little Wang may be the only one still standing against all of them from the Wolves right up above him. Look at this. Little Wang does have him coming right up and on top of him. He's coming up here. They come on a 1v1, and Little Wang trying to get those shots right in and across, and the Wolves clearing out the temple. So now we are over here on YKG. YKG. They did come up and around, but they are in the EMP now. So let's see. I think I can go ahead and put this map screen up there for the first time this match, I think. Ooh, it's just way too hot. Too hot. Let's get on over here and check in on what is happening. Welcome back, everyone, to the Wheel of Names. Thank you for coming out and supporting these teams, these players, the Unholy Thursday night cash scrims, and we all truly appreciate you. We do have the scores now as well. Shuffle number 1, shuffle number 2, shuffle number 3, and here we go. Here we go. Congratulations to Hero Gaming 0182. Congratulations, Hero. Just get over to the Unholy Discord server. Tell them you won tonight, or open a ticket. Tell them you won tonight's UC giveaway. Give them your user ID and you will get some UC. Good luck if you're trying for the X suit. You'll have to let me know which X suit you want. Alright, are you guys ready to see these scores coming in first? 9Z Globot with 62 total points, just barely ahead of the Wolves. Esports 57, Region 8 Gaming coming in third with 50. There are your final unofficial live scores. Thank you, everyone, for coming out and supporting Unholy Discord server and me and all these teams, all these extremely skilled players. You will be seeing a lot of these players in PMSL Brazil. Shout out to these teams and players. Amazing, amazing skills. Have a great night. Stay safe. I love you guys, and I will see you soon. Good night, everyone.